AgustaWestland has had a very good historical presence in the Latin American market, from Venezuela down to Argentina, including Brazil. I think we have a product range of helicopters which fits particularly well the requirements of the Latin American market, both on the civil and the military side. On the civil side, we are a benchmark for comfort and capability for the private and the VIP market. We are particularly successful in Brazil, in Venezuela, in Mexico. Our helicopters are very good in terms of performance. They operate very well in high altitude and hot weather. So all those countries which are exposed to these conditions, all the operators there can benefit from the very good performance we have. I just quote that there were some examples of helicopters that we launched for customers which were in the area. Many years ago we launched a specific variant of the 109K for Peru, for operations in high altitude in the Andes, and these aircraft are becoming operational again. So, as you know, for a helicopter flying at high altitude, it requires a lot of power, specific performance capabilities, which we are able to deliver. On the military side, we have now a number of helicopters which can deliver very good capability. On the naval side, we have helicopters from all sizes, from the 3-ton, 6-ton, even bigger helicopters for naval warfare application, and for military utility, for battlefield, or also for paramilitary roles such as anti-drug enforcement and police forces, special forces operation. Our helicopters, which are dual use, which are built for originally for civil application, but can also successfully be used for military applications, are especially adapted. Again, the trademark of AgustaWestland is always very good performance, so these helicopters can perform very well in the challenging environments that you have in Latin America. The other thing is this performance comes at affordable prices and with a very good support. We have a good network of support in Latin America. Part of us is Latin, because we are Italian, so we are especially feel at home in the Latin American market. We have opportunities both in the civilian and the military market. Clearly, the military market has been dominated by the US presence through foreign military sales and direct supply from the United States. I think what we can offer in general, as a general remark, without going into specific programs, is we have newer models which are more adapted to, I believe, to some of the environmental and the operations that you need to perform in Colombia. So I think what would be beneficial is that our company and your governmental services and the interested parties work together to understand your requirement, and maybe for your officials to better understand what our capability to offer and to satisfy those requirements. The model you're referring to is the AW139, and this aircraft has encountered a huge success worldwide. It is a sort of a replacement of the very famous UE concept, the 205, 212, or 12, that was successful in the last century with something new. Since helicopter requirements are growing everywhere in the world for many jobs, for the oil and gas industry, for public transport, for private transport, but also for emergency services, for public utility, we expect the 139 to be an aircraft which will have a widespread application in Latin America. Its performance make it a very good asset for all latitudes. So we sell them from Alaska, the northern countries, to the cold environments, up to the hottest environment. These aircraft has outsold all its competitors even in the Gulf. in the Persian Gulf, where you have high temperatures. It operates in Central Asia and Latin America with very high altitudes, and in Central Asia it has operated in the Karakorum range, which has similar altitudes as the Andes. So we expect this model to become the standard medium-sized helicopter for the future, for the many years to come. So we expect to see many of them in Latin America.